Now, when the food got to Nigeria, because of their accent and they couldn't say the 10, they were calling it Ton Brown. As time went on, the corruption of the name began, both in Ghana and Nigeria.
From Ghana, fine, no problem. But the person who came out with the food originated from Nigeria. So then, where is the source of the food?
This one they be like, unless we go wake the ancestors.
You understand?
Apple.
The human.
DJ Paco.
Hello beautiful people, welcome to the channel. My name is DJ Paco Rich. If today is your first time watching my videos here, I'm going to encourage you to watch more. And I'm doing this with my brother
PKB Diokpa original.
But I am Mazi
for an educational reason.
Otumba
For Otumba, right?
Yeah,
for a traditional reason.
Ezemba
For a spiritual reason.
And the streets they call me
Siriki.
Yeah, man. And so beautiful people, today we are here to have a very beautiful conversation. I've already told you that right on this platform, we don't only entertain, but we educate and we give out information. And so we are broadcasting from the capital of Ghana.
ACCRA.
Yes, so this is your man who said that the capital of Anambra is Enugu. Please correct it before we proceed.
For this one side?
Yes, correct it. Because they are the same people.
Oka.
Yes.
Oka.
So
guys,
the capital of Anambra is not Enugu.
Enugu is
Oka.
Yeah.
And so forgive us for that mistake there. We are all learning.
Yeah, man.
Yes. And so today we are going to show you a video. And it's funny. It's a heated argument here in Ghana.
Yes.
Saying that the Nigerians are the people that changed the name Tom Brown. It was 10 Brown.
And Nigerians couldn't pronounce it.
And they made it Tom Brown. And so we will watch the video from the person who put that thing together. That has generated a lot of arguments and conversation here in Ghana. And so we had to come here and seek for the clarity, what is right, what is good, and we share our own sense and wisdom on it. And so, PKB,
yeah, man.
If the video is ready, let's watch it, then we'll start a conversation. Credit to Kobe Buje. Yes, he's my friend. He's a TikToker. He's on Twitter everywhere. So let's watch this video. Video credit to him.
The name of this food is not Tom Brown. In Ghana and Nigeria, we both call this food Tom Brown, but that is not the name. Now, this food originally belongs to the Gadangbe people, and the name they gave this food is Abele Mamu, which simply means a toasted corn flour, because that was the major ingredient of the food and how it started. The other grains were later added when the food became popular. Now, this food was so good that the British people even adopted it, and then they gave it the name Ten Brown, because it's basically a porridge that when you are cooking, it turns brown. Now, when the food got to Nigeria, because of their accent and they couldn't say the 10, they were calling it Ton Brown. As time went on, the corruption of the name began, both in Ghana and Nigeria, and then the name Tom Brown became the generally accepted name. So the original name of this food is 10 Brown, but indigenously it is called Abele Mamu, just like the Ghana people call it.
Well, so we would have been quiet over this content, so we had Nigerians change the name from 10 Brown to Ton Brown. PKB,
yeah, man.
You being our in-house researcher and man of information, what do you have before I step on the floor to also share my 2 cents on?
All right, so like Kobe said, of course, the original name for this particular porridge is 10 Brown, but according to him saying Nigerians changed it to Tom Brown and Ghanaians also adopted and all of that, that's a different conversation. But of course, we all know 10 Brown to be a porridge that is made from either maize, millet, or sorghum, and you have to keep cooking it until it turns brown. And if you go to Nigeria, according to some small research that I did, some parts of Nigeria call it garin kunu or kwash pap. That is how they call it in Nigeria. Garin kunu or kwash pap. Guys, if there are other names, you can also share that with us in the comment section, because in Nigeria there are different types of languages. So I'm sure there are a lot of names given to this particular one. And so it is mostly eaten in the northern part of Nigeria to actually kill malnutrition. That was from the early days. And so that's some few background when it comes to 10 brown called Tom Brown in Nigeria. So yeah, they also enjoy it just like Ghanaians. And you know, when we go into the history of the Gadangbe, just like Kobe was saying, the Gadangbe actually started migrating from Egypt, right? Yeah, from Egypt. And they came all the way through to Ethiopia before they finally got to Nigeria, called a place called Ile-Ife in Nigeria. And then from there, that was when they moved into Ghana, Accra, where we have some also on the Stretch to Volta region, which is the Gadangbe themselves, which is the Adam people. So yeah, basically that's the small background in regards to the Gans or the Gadangbe people. They migrated all the way from Egypt through to Ethiopia, came to Nigeria, and then finally settled in Ghana, Accra. So that's the link between Ghana and Nigeria. That's how come, you know, we are brothers and sisters somewhat. So as of Tom Brown being indigenously produced by Nigerians, that one day, I leave one for you people.
Well, as you can see here on my screen,
we have some on set.
I have
today.
one here on set.
Yeah.
10 Brown. That Nigerians called it
Tom Brown.
But this is my argument.
What's your argument? Let's hear it.
If the last country that the Ghana Adangbes that they have credited them to be the originators of the Tom Brown,
which in Gadangbe they call it Abele Mamu.
Abele Mamu.
Yeah.
If the last country that they moved from was Nigeria, and then they settled in Ghana, Adangbes, then how come we are giving the credit to the Gadangbe people? These people originally migrated from Nigeria to
Ile-Ife, Nigeria.
Ga. And then they came up with a food called Abele Mamu. And now this food, according to the video that we watched, I mean, the white people couldn't mention the local name.
Yes.
And so they have to call it 10 Brown. 10 Brown. Tom Brown. And then to the extent that I don't know whoever us at that time sent it back to Nigeria for Nigerians to have that accent and call it Tom Brown. And with Nigerians' accents that we are saying it Tom Brown, that is what the whole world agreed to call that food. Because when you go to America, they will still call this thing Tom Brown. When you go to UK, they will call it Tom Brown.
It's been globally accepted.
And so I personally find it very difficult to accept that the origin of this 10 Brown or Tom Brown is from Accra, Ghana, or the Ghana people. I personally feel that, one, if these Ghana people migrated from Nigeria, then the origin should be credited to Nigerians. And I'm sure Nigerians had their own way of preparing this Tom Brown or 10 Brown.
I think I disagree with you, because it should come from Accra, Ghana, because look, the British people, you know, the Gans live very close to the coastal areas in Accra.
Yes.
And so when they came in, that is where they were. And so maybe still some Gans were in Ile-Ife in Nigeria, but as of the Tom Brown conversation, the Nigerians who left Ile-Ife to Accra, Ghana, they were in Ghana. And the British was here with them. And that's how come the dish was formed. And of course, maybe somebody is related to the Gans here. So maybe they took a trip to Nigeria and then they sent the food there. And then Nigerians also got a taste of it. And instead of calling it 10 Brown, they started calling it Tom Brown. And so, I mean, I don't know.
When you bring the British part in, then I would disagree a bit, because the British, they not only colonized Ghana, they did colonize Nigeria too. So these are mutual, head of authorities that we had back in those days. But my argument is, if the food itself, that you are saying that originated from Ghana, the food originated from Ghana, fine, no problem. But the person who came out with the food originated from Nigeria. So then, where is the source of the food?
This one they be like, unless we go wake the
You
ancestors
understand?
up.
The human being cannot come from a different place, and the origin can come from a different place. So, guys watching, I don't know how you call this in Nigeria, Tom Brown or Ten Brown.
Quash
But then,
pap.
I mean, globally, we all call it Tom Brown. When you see the labels in the supermarket and all that,
Tom
they've
Brown.
written what I have here. It's boldly inscripted: rice mix Tom Brown. Yes, and then I don't know how you also call it, but if the name that's Nigeria, according to the researchers' video, the name that Nigeria came up with, that is the name that the whole world is using, then I think they are the owners. Because if it is for you, if it's originally Ghanaian, then the Abele Mamu should have been the name that the entire world they use. But then if the name that Nigerians came up with, according to his own video, then I think...
I mean, Ghanaians
Tom
also started
Brown-
calling it Tom Brown here. Ghanaians started, but it didn't really pick up until Nigerians saw the food.
So why
and they
would
was
you
like,
start something, create something, give it a name, and then your people will not accept it till it goes to Nigeria?
The Abele Mamu is the same as the way Nigerians will call it the Gari Kunu or the Quash Pap. Yeah.
So why is it that Nigerians didn't?
You know,
also
my Nigerian
call
brother
it-
will say, let's say 10, they will say ton. Let us ton. And so from ton to ton.
Okay,
I
so
mean-
let's say there are a lot of words that Nigerians pronounce it
In their own way, yes.
but Ghanaians also pronounce it in their own way.
Yes.
What is the special thing that this particular one, what Nigerians mention, that is what we are mentioning? You understand?
Yeah, I get
So at the end of the day, that whole thing of every day, anything where they come up, na Ghana we bring them, Ghana we originate them, I think we should slowly cut it down. But anyway, guys, jump into the comment section. Tell us what you feel. Tell us what you know. If it is really true, then there is no point to argue. But if it's not true, then let's give credit to whom credit is due. So
Yeah.
for me, I think Tom Brown, according to what the researcher said, is originally Nigerian and not Ghanaian. Tom Brown, that's a Nigerian accent. Ten Brown is a Ghanaian accent. They don't call it Ten.
Voila.
We call it
The
Tom.
10 Brown is a British accent. It's the British who call it 10 Brown. Yeah.
And then, Ghanaians, we believe that we speak the kind of English the British, they speak. You understand?
Yeah, so
So, guys, let's see you in the comment section. My name is DJ Parker Rich. I've been doing this with PKB.
Diokpa.
Yes. And so we really want to see you in the comment section.
Yeah.
Contribute. Let us know where you're watching from. And also share this video. Let other people get to know. Let them share their thought. No disrespect, no insults in the comment section. We are out of here.
We out. Peace.
Bye-bye.
DJ Paco Rich.